Queensland are coming back. Darren Smith for Langer.
Chautauqua very late. Can he do it? Chautauqua, he's flying.
That's not a try, that's a miracle.
There's history. Chautauqua makes it 3 in a row. That is unbelievable.
Hello and welcome to the inaugural episode of 5am Finish. I'm Dale Maguire. This is my good mate, Taz Bartlett. Well, lad, here we are.
Who would have thought, eh? Couple of mates, 25 years, doing a podcast. Everyone seems to be doing it, so...
Why not, John?
Why not?
There's a few stories. They say write a book, but we just do a podcast instead.
Yeah, write a book. Someone might read it. Do a podcast. Some people might listen to it.
Might be a couple of people out there.
Here's happening.
So what's this about? What are we going to talk about? What's on the agenda?
Well, mate, at the end of the day, we love sports, right? We're here because we like sports. I'm a sports agent. You're a horse syndicator. And I think there might be a good mixture around some banter, some funny stories around how we got the name. We might get to that today. We might get to it at a later date. Who knows? But at the end of the day, it's going to be a little bit of sports. Hopefully we tip a winner every now and then. But more importantly, just have a good laugh and good fun. Two mates.
Sounds good to me. The first thing I think we've got to do is cheers to the Queenslanders. Yes, cheers. Can't keep a good man down. Cannot keep a good man down. How good was that? We'll take a swig. Keep in mind, we are filming this at 7am, so some would kind of say that's alcoholic bound, or
no, it's a Bloody Mary in there, I think.
7am, but
it's a fruit drink, it's a health drink.
Yeah,
I think
we actually can't disclose what we're drinking right now.
No, that's for a later date once the sponsors actually all sort of confirmed. So
there could be a sponsor.
Stay tuned if you like the show.
Absolutely. So, but fuck, that's good. That is a good drop.
It's a fantastic drop.
Gonna have another one.
What isn't it?
I'd love to be able to say what it is, but we'll keep that for
another day
down the track. So, talking about State of Origin, let's talk. So, if you look in a dictionary and see what does two halves, tale of two halves mean, you're probably going to see that a big photo of that game last night.
100%, and I think now in our code, and obviously a lot of people are talking about it, it's momentum, right? So first half, Queensland had the momentum, seemed to get a lot of penalties, unlucky for New South Wales, but
discipline, right? I'm sick. I've been on the radio all morning. Everyone's saying a 10-2 penalty count, whatever it is, but that's discipline, right, from New South Wales.
I agree. You can't elbow a bloke in the head. You can't eye-gouge.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
we don't want to be too one-eyed Queensland here because we got plenty of good New South Wales viewers out there. So
and they're all good people, but not for 6 weeks during Origin. You know what I mean? We don't have to talk to them. Let's be honest, but. The game itself was great. It was a good comeback from Queensland. I think the face of adversity, no one sort of gave them a chance. A lot of people were tipping 20 plus.
Big Gus
I think
have
everyone got around point. Billy and Munster, I think, wore the captaincy very well. It was come with the man, come with the hour. And I tipped a few people in there and man the match at 12-1. So hopefully you out there got a little earn, as they say.
Well, we've got good things to come for our viewers because that's what we do here.
Bingo. Well,
we don't throw darts.
No, we try.
Do not throw darts.
We try and get the numbers down.
That's it.
We can't always be responsible, but gamble responsibly. If you are having a bet out there. But
there you go. Good call.
You know how
it
is.
Yep. So 1-1, squared the series up. That's what everyone wants. Now we go down to Sydney. Can we do it?
Well, history says we can't. In 45 years, Queensland's never been able to do it. But records are meant to be broken. So let's hope Queensland and Billy, pick the right team and play stay in form.
We're Queenslanders, right?
Bingo. And
that's what we do.
We're probably going to have to go because obviously I was a lucky thing last night. I squeezed into my medium.
I think we're doing a tour. We're only one episode in, but I think we're going to go on location.
It makes sense.
Yeah. We'll just do it.
I'm in.
Done. We'll do the flights when we leave.
Yeah, we'll get a sponsor for that.
Yep. I like it. So Billy, Woodsy, wow.
Yeah, there's a bit of banter there, no?
Could be personal.
Yeah. Obviously, Woodsy's now saying it's not personal and Billy's saying it's personal, but... Mate, at the end of the day, Origin brings out the best in your state and your Origin, right? So I think at the end of the day, mate, they'll kiss and make up into the future, mate, and footy's footy, as they say.
Yep. Close in the media together, so I got no doubt. But as you say, you hit it nail on the head. For 6 weeks of the year, doesn't matter who you are. If it's me cousin in New South Wales, we just don't like you.
Bingo.
That's it.
That's it. I haven't worn I don't wear a Queensland jersey very often, but I had to squeeze into my medium. What I said before, I've been putting on a kilo a year for 15 years, and it's very hard to get in this medium today.
Mate, seriously, you look like you could run out tonight. Under 19s playing tonight, aren't they?
There is an under 19s game in the Sunshine.
Could you get a gig?
I'm actually going there
have
after
a shave.
this.
Have a shave.
Obviously being a sports agent, and I could play. Turn
it up.
I'm good to go. Right centre tonight. They'll pick me. Yeah. I think I might ring Darbs after this, his coach and Darius Boyd, and say, mate, was there any shortage?
No one's going to be tackling you because that is fucking tight.
Oh, mate, it's painted on. It's painted on.
I thought so.
Bingo.
I've seen those girls like get painted on, but yeah.
It definitely suits me.
All right, is that the State of Origin chat? It's 1-1. Can't keep a good man down. Queensland are 1-1. And
yeah, I think they'll get some confidence out of it. New South Wales get some confidence out of it too. I think they might need a dry track. Unfortunately, in going down to game 3, but very dewy, Sydney, notoriously. So, I think that might help Queensland. It slows them down. I think New South Wales have got some real strike, and I think the wet last night probably hindered it a bit. And if it gets in a real arm wrestle in game 3 with the Jew, I think that could play into Queensland's hands.
Yeah, spot on. I reckon it is last night, you get heavy tracks, right? You have like a Dooman heavy 8, then you have an Eagle Farm heavy 8. They are total separate heavy 8s.
Oh, they're talking seas.
So last night,
both run on them.
It was raining all night, but that was like an Eagle Farm heavy 8. It was an AFL service. They were still throwing the ball, plenty of points. But you go down to Sydney, heavy Jew, that just kind of brings Queensland right into it. Because I don't think we're as brilliant in attack as New South Wales.
No, I think we just wanted a bit more last night in certain parts of the game. And, Andrew Johns obviously said there's something wrong with the balls a few weeks ago. Maybe New South Wales at kicking 1 from 5 might think the same after their goal kicking performance.
There you go. All right, so that's State of Origin. Now, I've got to ask you, for those that don't know, you're an NRL player agent.
Allegedly.
And soon to be AFL. What the fuck? You don't know anything about AFL.
At the end of the day, I've worked out if you can negotiate, you can negotiate. You don't
True,
need to know a lot about the sport anymore.
Yeah. I must say, the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, your intel in AFL has really risen. So
yeah, I read the paper. And watch the odd podcast about AFL, and then I regurgitate it. So I'm definitely not a scholar, mate. That's for sure. But I'm definitely learning as we go through it. Okay, so
let's talk about a couple of players that, for those out there that won't know. You look after Jerome Hughes, absolute superstar.
Yep.
Cobbo, he's been in the media of late.
Yep.
A fair bit going on there. I think you had a little Sydney trip, maybe.
Mate, obviously I can't divulge too much about players, but at the end of the day,
how's he tracking?
Mate, right now he's feeling good. He's in reserve grade at the moment. That's a bit unfortunate, but he seems to be up and about. Coach has got his reasons for that. He's off contract, as you can imagine, so he's getting a little bit of attention and getting his back wheels licked at the moment around what that might look like. But at the end of the day, mate, he wants to be a Bronco. I've been honest and open about that with anyone I've spoken to. He should be like Alfie Langer, but we all know, mate, we just don't sometimes always get what we want.
That's it. That's life. Yep.
At the end of the day, you've got to be employed. There's only 17 NRL clubs, so if it doesn't work out here, mate, I'm sure there's 16 others interested in him.
He's a gun. He's an absolute weapon. And what about you, mate? Buzz? Is any phone calls from Buzzy?
No, I'm not on his Christmas list.
Is that right?
Yeah, no.
And any stories you want to indulge?
No, not sure why. But at the end of the day, journalists do their job, I do my job, and sometimes we don't all agree, but if I see Buzz, I'm pretty sure we'll shake hands.
There you go. That's good. I like it. All right, so that's a little bit about Taz, NRL player agent, soon to be AFL. Can't wait to see that space. You've actually already got a few players.
I've got a few players.
Yeah, you got a few.
But what about you?
Well, just give a little bit of a plug, I suppose. Actually, no, I won't do that just yet. We'll talk a little bit down the track, maybe.
Oh, I thought 25 years you might tell me a little bit about yourself.
Just
viewers want to know while we're sitting here talking
just
a bit of dribble.
Just an absolute A-grade lunatic, and that's like a good time.
Have you got an alter ego?
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that, maybe episode 10.
Okay.
Will we last 10 episodes?
Well, that's a good question. Got to pay for them.
Yeah, you got to pay for it somehow.
You got to pay for it somehow. So if sponsors don't jump on board.
We're flying naked here. We've backed ourselves. There's no sponsors. It's brewing, though. But there's some talks, but that's all right. We'll let the talking do, and hopefully we can kick a few goals. But we could be, as long as we're not one-hit wonders.
No. And, mate, I like doing things that are fun. So right now it's already fun, mate. So this will get me again.
Yeah. We're going to Breccia Creek after this for a few, aren't we?
It makes sense.
Yeah, got a good horse run later too. So we'll talk about that one. Let's talk about a name. 5 a.m. finish. That's for anyone who knows us, that's interesting. That probably sums us up.
Yeah, you probably hit that on the nail on the head then. And I suppose we can probably delve into a story. Yeah, I like stories. Viewers like probably stories. Me and this lunatic over here, down at the casino one night, Gold Coast, Star.
We do our best work.
Think we've hit the jackpot, worked out how to play blackjack, broken the code. At 2:30 a.m. you think that, eh? You think you know all the workings of the casino. You've beaten the house and all that. But anyway, we're on a bit of a run this night. Things are going pretty good. I'm drinking for Australia, playing blackjack, and I want a bit of heat anyway. Come up with an idea. Now, at 2:30, you come up with the best ideas, don't you? You're solving what I called, the world's problems. So, in amongst that, we decide we're going to drive to the Coolangatta Airport. Yeah, you heard it, Coolangatta Airport. We get there, we've made a decision, we're going to fly on the first plane out, wherever that is. First plane, boom. Yep, shook hands, away we go. In the taxi all the way down there, we're blind, phones going left and right. Pull up, booze are reeking. Mate, cab driver didn't want to take us, you can imagine. Just about killed him in the front.
Boring.
Get through to the security, stumble through. Remember, we're in our clothes from the night before, so we reek. We look up at the board. Interesting. Avalon. Now, if you don't know where Avalon is, it's near Geelong. If you don't know where Geelong is, Geelong's not the Vegas of Victoria, right? So anyway, me and this idiot jump on a plane to Avalon, get a taxi from there to Geelong. Now, we've landed about 7:30, 8 o'clock, so you can imagine nothing's open. We're trying to find the closest bar. That's a no. Stumble through the day, 10:30 opens, find a place, have a couple of beers. Long story short, by 2 o'clock, we've checked into a hotel and we're asleep by 2:30.
Flying.
What a great idea
everywhere.
at 2:30, but let's go to the airport. Let's find an aircraft. Let's fly to the first town. It happens to be one of the boringest towns in Australia. We go to bed and we wake up and we fly back.
It was a story. They say good things don't happen after one. That's what... Do they?
Bad after one. What about bad things happening at 5? And it costs you a bit of money. Lucky we'd won, as I said, because we solved obviously how to play blackjack the night before.
Mate, we should do a podcast on that. That's what we should do.
There's not enough time in the world for us to talk about Ella's stories. And obviously there's PG rating here, right? With the kids watching the show.
Right. Mum and Dad's watching this.
As you can imagine. So, but anyway, that's how it started.
It was anyway, that's just one of maybe a couple. There's a few out there. Fucking hell, how good is the racing at the moment? Winter Carnival, that's close to our passion and what we do. Stradbroke Day.
Well, it gets your juices flowing, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. It was, I had the Stradbroke lunch last Friday.
Yeah. Take me through that, because you invited me and I removed myself from what I knew was going to be, I think, a bad effort.
Well, you
and
know
what
me
happened?
too well.
Yeah, no, I know you too well.
So the Stradbroke lunch.
They don't call you the backup king.
Normally the Calcutta's on the Thursday night, which is perfect, right? I like a little one day just to put the feet up before the Stradbroke. This year, they changed it to the Friday lunchtime. And I'm sure we'll get into...
So you went from 50 to 1 to make it, you started to blow out. You're 500s now for Stradbroke Day.
Yeah. So anyone who doesn't know, get first night fever on a boys' trip. First night and you don't see me for... I normally come good 2 days later, but I'll never back up. Basically what you're saying is...
Yeah, you have missed your birthday one day, but we'll save that for another episode.
Oh, yeah, shit. Maybe not. But, so Stradbroke, Calcutta, how good. Fucking, we're on the good stuff and it's all going well. And then I was planning on being home. I gave myself a curfew of 10 p.m. All right? Because we had to be at the races.
Curfews never work.
No, that's right. That's where I went wrong. Anyway, next thing you know, pig and whistle, dance floor, doing my best work. It was 2:30 in the morning.
Didn't have your shirt off, did you?
No. Not with the dad bod. But fucking 2:30 in the morning, get home about 4 o'clock, and I thought, I haven't done the form. I actually have not done the form for the Stradbroke. So I've charged into my office and doing the form before I am. Sounded like a great idea. But then I've finished up doing that about 5:30 a.m.
Get a rat-a-tat fat from the wife. Should have been off you.
No. She's trained very well. Trained very well. Yeah. Just doesn't wash me clothes for about a day. But have to feed myself for a day as well.
Okay.
But no,
you could go without one.
Yeah. But normally she's about 24 hours, right? Like normally off me for about 24, and then normally when it comes Sunday, because I have to have my Sunday roast.
Yep.
Like I need my Sunday roast. So, it works. It works.
Meat and veg, need that. Okay.
Yeah, there's a few trips.
See where your head's at.
So anyway, cut a long story short, Calcutta, Stradbroke, great afternoon, great night. Had all my owners and had a big day planned at Stradbroke, and I was an absolute no-show. To Queensland's premier race day.
You might have to get a new nickname. Dale No Show.
Yeah.
Because it's not your first time.
No,
you know
no.
what I mean? I can count it on more than two hands. Like that you've done a big night and then not showed the next night, the next day.
But in rebuttal to that, I will say that normally I'm best on ground the first night. All right. So it's not as if I'm sitting at the bar watching everyone and
Not everything's the Lightning Stakes at Flemington down 1,000 metres.
No, not a
Sometimes
Melbourne
it's
Cup.
the Melbourne Cup, 2 miles, just got to graft it away, find a slot, sit back, 2-3 off the fence, get a good smother.
You think I would learn by now,
Yeah,
wouldn't
you
I?
think you'd learn, you know.
Yeah. We've got a Melbourne trip coming up in a couple of weeks.
I'm worried, mate.
No, we'll be
We're
right.
away for 3 nights, so you'll be good Friday. Saturday at Flemington, you'll be no good.
No, I'll
Sunday,
have to be
you'll
Saturday.
come good and we'll see you on the plane.
Yeah, always love a Sunday session, though. But anyway, so Stradbroke, how'd you go on the punt? That's why I brought it up for. We've rambled on for 10 minutes, but how'd you go on the punt?
Well, I've just got a real hate horse out there. You know, sorry the connections of Yellow Brick, but you are in the sin bin. Like, you're about to become... I was going to forgive you. I was going to get rid of everything. I've had a fair swing at 50 to 1. Odds boosted up to about 60. And at the 200, you started to chime in. And I went, oh, hello, boys. And then you just did what Yellow Brick does. You just run second. Yes, the favourite was very good, but so there's a bit of heartbreak around that, mate,
Yeah,
to be honest.
it would be.
Because I had the text ready to go to send all the boys because I've backed it, more
Yep.
times than I've had hot
Yep.
dinners.
Yep.
And
You got 10s, though, right? You got 10s, though.
I didn't back it each way. Like you'll learn more about me as we go through the podcast. I
I
am.
know you. I had to ask.
I'm the
We haven't
nu-
done a place bet for
I'm the
29
nose
years.
Here, I'm not
Yeah.
risk adverse. I am all or none,
Yeah.
all or
Nah,
nothing.
that's what we do.
You know, the movie The Big Short. You know, you're either all in the tent or you're not. Right.
Yeah.
So no, I got nothing. I didn't get the $11 place. So I had to unretract obviously the text I was about to send out and say, hey boys, go F yourselves. I had to get rid of that analogy. So anyway, he won't get me again.
Well, he's gone down to Sydney, and he's going to be 30s again.
He won't get me. I'll lay.
Won't get you.
I'll
Oh,
lay.
well, I'm going to back him. I'm absolutely
laying
backing
all
him,
day
and I'm
long.
going to send you the photo of my bet slip.
I've got trauma about it, mate. So don't bring it up.
So it's deep. It's
Don't.
fucking deep.
It's deep.
All right,
Deep. Bit
Jesus.
like Queensland.
Be fucking rocking in the corner soon.
We're deep.
You want mama to hold you or something?
Mama, dada.
Mama. So Stradbroke Day, Premier Race Day. I didn't make it. But the show rolls on. And we've got a good few weeks left for the Racing Carnival. We have a few little sneakies running in the HCR colours, but the show rolls on.
What have you got? What do you got this week? You got any runners this week that our viewers?
Yes.
If there's one of you watching, if there's two, fantastic. Give us a like up. If you don't like it anyway, give us a like up.
What's fucking Ipswich Cup Day? It is Ipswich Cup Day. So we're talking mullets. We're talking short skirts. It's
the Moonee Valley of the Queensland.
boy.
Out there, tight turning tracks.
Oh,
aren't
boy.
you? Hang on. Aren't you born in Ipswich?
oh, here we go. Here we go.
Like you
Here
look
we
like
go.
you're from Ipswich, and you're
Here we
definitely
go.
born there, aren't you?
All of 8 months. So old boy was in the Air Force, so kind of ambly. So we were born out there for about 8 months, and then it kind of
So you're an
got to
Ipswich, like Kevy Walters before you, and Alfie Langer, you're like Ipswich legend.
mate, proud. Maybe this story might not be going down that route, but proud. It is the most famous hospital in the country when it comes to sporting talent. By the way, I could rattle off 50 names that have come from the Ipswich Hospital.
Are you on that 50 list?
Does 5th grade cricket get you on the list?
Debatable.
Okay.
Debatable, but I'll go and look at the Hall of Fame when we leave here.
But anyway,
Just
so
have a look.
So Ipswich, yeah, born and bred there. Old boy was in the military. Got to about, I think it was like 8 months or 1 year. 1 years old, and kind of had to call a family meeting. And mum and dad, and kind of sat him down. I said, take a knee here.
Oof.
Ian Leanne, just not
suit?
quite feeling it. It's not quite my demographic here.
Yeah.
So I said,
Sorry,
like,
Kevy and Alfie.
yeah, nah, mate, I'll see more of you Saturday. I'm out at Ipswich Cup Day.
Okay.
They're my people. But at that point in time, when I was 8 months old, wasn't quite feeling it. So we hightailed it out of there. Don't know if it's any better, Townsville, but hell out of everyone in Townsville. But
So you're a cowboy legend.
I'm making friends here, aren't I?
Jesus Christ.
Making some friends here.
No, you do you, boo.
Yeah.
You do you.
But proud. Is there a word like Ipswerian, or did I just make that up? Or?
After this, we get off. I'm going to have to ring Kevy and Alfie. There'll be something.
At the end of the day, I'm out there every
not
Saturday,
sure.
Ipswich Cup Day. So hello to the fine folk out there. I'll see you out there, and hopefully I can.
Well, I'll ducktail in. There is a little story about Ipswich Cup Day. Could be one of me. Not my favourite days,
Let's
I've
go,
got a lot
let's
of
go.
favourite days, as my partner tells me. Every day a racing day is my favourite day, right?
I know this story.
So
It's
now
one of the
she's
best.
got a running joke every Saturday or Sunday or something. I slip down and have a beer in the bed. She goes, it's your favourite, let me guess it's your favourite day. Well, you know me too well now. But Ipswich Cup Day, I'm living in Broadbeach, so 2012, wind back. We're talking now 13 years ago. I'm living with the best mate of mine, opposite Pack Fair, a place called Sierra Grant, right? Anyway, for this story, because it's PG, right, we're going to talk about holding hands with girls. It's holding hands, not how beautiful. So a mate of mine's yelling at me, He's yelling out, Daz! Daz! I'm thinking he's dying, but he's not. So he bangs through the door. I'm holding hands with a female. Can I borrow 200? And I said, oh, mate, yeah, of course, but I've got to go get it out. He goes, oh, it's okay. All good. I'll move on. So he leaves. No problem. He goes to work. Takes 200 out of the till. He's the boss, so he can do what he wants. Takes it out. Texts me, said, I don't worry about that money, mate. I've sorted it. I said, okay, no problem. What have you done? He goes, well, I couldn't wait, so I've had 100 on the first race at Goulburn. So this is about 10 past 10 on a Saturday. We've had a big Friday too. Probably finished at 5. It's won. He had a system in New Zealand. Bless his cotton socks. Number 2 on a Saturday, just, New Zealand 2. It gets up. So now he's got about 2 or 3 grand, so he's rocking and rolling.
He's got a kitty.
He's got a kitty. So he whacks a fair bit of money in his tab account. He puts on a Quaddie. He's big into jockey challenges, double jockey challenges, that type of thing, and then he backs his jockeys, right? So, fast forward. The Quaddie's at Ipswich, fantastic. First leg, can't remember exactly who won that leg, if I'm being honest, right? The second leg, Shinzo Steed, trained by the late Mike Moroney and ridden by Eddie Wilson, I think it was back then. Wins the cup, about $7-8. He's got a tip because he's bumped into Kelso Wood, who trains Beltone. He's pinned that in the Quaddie. It gets up, so we're 3 legs down.
So we get nervous.
Oh, yeah, he's getting nervous. Only got 2 in the last part, 2 in the last. 10 to 1 and a 25 to 1. Now, my mate is 150 kilos. Big fella. He's having a good time. He throws his horse in at 25 to 1 called Diet because on Monday, he's going on a diet, he's going to drop 30 kilos. Anyway, he gets up, hangs on by a pimple. Down the straight, as I said, the Moonee Valley of Queensland, he's hanging on, gets up, boom, 25 to 1. He goes on the balcony, yells out, "This is my day!" Now, it turns out it's paying 58,000, but he's got the kicker is he's got 2.5 times. Right, so he's got back about 125, 130,000.
No, 22.5%. He's
No,
got
2.5 times out. Right now, then his jockeys are winning. It seems insignificant now, but he's picked up 2 jockey challenges for about another 20 or 30 grand and backed them. So he's finished the day with about $159,000. Now remember, this bloke started the day. Can I borrow 200? Stormed in my room while I was holding hands into a $159,000 day. Now, it's 9 o'clock now. We've finished all the beers. It's time to go out in broad boots, have a good time. So this is the kicker bar. So he's won 159,000. He turns to me and goes, "Hey, mate, can I borrow 2 grand for the night? My cash won't hit me account till Monday because there was no...
It's back in the day, no
cards and no Osco, right? So, but what a day. And every time Ipswich Cup comes around, which is tomorrow, I think of this bloke that won 159,000 who started the day with negative money. One of the great stories. I wonder how long that 159K lasted for. I reckon about 3 months.
Oh, 3 months?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah, he blazed it. He blazed it. Yeah, he's a risk taker like me.
Yeah.
Good on him, but.
Imagine if they had Osco payment back in those days.
Oh.
Trouble.
Yeah, trouble. We would have been on that plane to probably Avalon again at 5 a.m. staying in Geelong. So it's probably a good thing he couldn't get the money.
Yeah. That is a fucking belter. Absolute belter. Now, let's steer our fine viewers into some winners here because this is what it's all about.
Well, that's what they probably came for. They probably don't want to come to listen to our dribble every week, right? They want to monetize their life, right?
Back yourself in. Ooh, this is what we do, right? This is what we do, kid.
And sometimes we're going to change this to the front, so you can't just watch the show and go to the bottom. You might be at the front of the show.
That's right.
Tips. So
we're going to
you're onto it. We're going to change this up every week. So what do you got for me, mate? What do you got for me?
Okay, this is what we're going to do. At the same time, we're going to have a little bit of fun, all right? So our good folks out at Palmerbet, what they're going to do is they're going to donate a $100 bonus bet for us 2 Wood Ducks to use every weekend. And basically, any profits, and there will be profits, we're going to donate it to our good friends at Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Like good cause. What's the cut-off, mate? What have we got to win so those good people get the cash?
Yeah, so we're not going to set fucking $10,000, $15,000. We want it to be reachable, and we want to make sure we donate to the good people at Make-A-Wish. So it's going to be $2,500.
Well, no
all right? So every time we hit $2,500, we're making a donation.
I feel the pressure from the kids now. That's why we've got to take it serious. Got to take it serious.
That's what I mean. It's for the kids, right? So keep that in the back of your mind when you're doing your 10-legger.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one thing. And then you're going to be the captain of this. $100 Let It Ride as well.
Every week.
Okay. I don't care if it's Leap to Fame this Saturday at $1.02.
Well, funny you say, Trots. It's my actual specialty. So
here we go. Special to you.
So to Let It Ride, guys, I'm an Albion Park Race 1 specialist. So Saturday night, race 1.
Oh, so you are actually going there?
Yeah, I'm going. The Leap Frame is actually racing in race 2 on Saturday at $1.02. That's actually funny you say that. But it's going to be Albion Park race 1, number 1. Back to Batuta for a place, $1.65. Okay. The 4 from down south, Luke McCarthy's driving it, should cross and lead. He should sit behind nicely. He's about $5. If you want to have a little win bet on it yourself at home at the Views, it's definitely worth an each-way play. But for the kids, we're going to have 100 a place, $1.65 on Saturday night, race 1, number 1, back to Batuta.
I like it. I take the piss out of this fine gentleman here, but he is the trotting specialist. And there's been many stories from the Gold Coast trotting days.
That's where I honed my craft back before they knocked it down and I made it into a hospital. It was a sad day.
It was. I remember you rang me. I
went to uni there. It was, believe it or not, didn't do a lot between the greyhounds and the trots on a Wednesday. Used to pop over there a bit, mum, and say, how was class? Fantastic. Learn a heap today. All right. Number 5.
Mate, I'm already on. I've already fixed odds. But we need to be going for bang. We can't be.
Okay.
All right. And the other thing we're going to do, we're going to get $1,000 each week. We're going to have $1,000 each, just for the big boys here. And then we're going to have a running tally until the Spring Carnival. So we'll call maybe 1st of September.
Yep, like we heads up.
And then the loser, so at the end of this little tally to 1st of September, whoever's got the least amount of money is going to eat live on air on the Wild World of Sports, the world's hottest chili.
So you're going to be eating...
I will not be eating it.
You're going to be eating the hottest chili in the world, right here.
In a 2-horse race,
okay.
I'm $1.20 and you're $6.
Wow. Just name
so let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it, gentlemen and ladies.
What you got for me?
So I'm going to go. So this is a 5-leg multi. All right. So this is courtesy of Palmerbet. These odds.
5-leg multi.
I think you're doing 1 horse, but I'm doing a 5-leg multi.
You do you, boo.
All right.
You do you.
Okay. So the Panthers are obviously leaving out their 5 stars over to NZ. I'm going to do the alternate line. The Warriors up the Waz -3.5. That's leg 1. Then we're going to the Storm versus the Bunnies. Alternate line again, -5.5. Because bellyache, you don't rest these boys. He means business. All right, so -5.5. Then we're going to go the Broncos and Sharks. So both teams can't tackle. So I'm going alternate line again, over 42.5. Think it could be a 60.
Jeez, there's a lot to follow. 5 legs.
It's a 5-legger. It's all right.
Yeah,
Stay with me, son.
I've got
Stay with me.
memory loss, but
Stay with me.
I'm hanging with you.
Over 42.5 points. I think it could be 56 points in it. It's a Sunday afternoon at Suncorp. It's going to be a dry paddock. They're going to throw the ball around.
Okay.
Am I selling you?
I've lost. I don't know what your first leg was, mate. So
Then I'm going to your territory, AFL.
wow.
Here we go.
Okay.
I'm going Pies -7.5. So keep in mind, these are shorties, right? But it's about how you get to the finish, all right? So I don't care. At the end of the day, it's a 5-legger. It's $4.80. I'm whacking $1,000 on it. So we're going Pies -7.5. And this hurts a little bit because I'm going Geelong over the Lions to win.
I thought we wouldn't do that show. It'd be like taking New South Wales to beat Queensland. But, you know, you
Geelong.
do you, as I keep saying. You do.
Got an inside word here, Geelong. They mean business tomorrow night, Friday night. So 5 legs. $4.80, courtesy to Palmerbet.
We'll have to go back and rewatch this, guys, because I lost him at number 3. So go back and 5 legs. We'll put up on the.
Can't wait to replay this. I cannot wait to replay this. What have we got, son? Where you putting your $1,000?
Oh, we're going to the best track on the planet. Right.
Ipswich.
Flemington.
Not Ipswich.
Melbourne Race 5, number 2. Cafe Millennium. $4.80. Now, depending on what driver you are, you're going to work out what type of driver I am. Now, there's people that drive in the left-hand lane. And they're good people. They'll back something for a place.
Oh, baby, no right-hand lane.
Then there's people that overtake every now and then from the left-hand lane. They're each-way punters. Then there's blokes that just sit in the right-hand lane. That's me. You know, just flat stick, down, just slightly over the speed limit, win bets, right? So we're going to have 1,000 a win at $4.80. Melbourne, race 5, number 2, Cafe Millennium.
So remember...
You'll sit back, second up from a spell, peel, little squeeze, drops 3 kilos from last start. Nice
good analogy. But remember when I said I was $1.20 to start this off? I've now shortened to $1.10. Like you're going the whole $1,000 on one runner at Flemington, longest straight in the country.
Have to wrap the shark because this guy's starting to talk
more.
I
hope you
than
hit.
The viewers want to hear.
I hope you hit.
The first episode.
Because I've seen this chilling action. she ain't flash. I must say that segment is sponsored by High Caliber Racing.
Is it?
I heard the fellow who runs it is a pretty good bloke. Bit of a lunatic, but a pretty good bloke.
Debatable, and depends what time you get him. Like during the day, he's pretty good.
Is that right?
Every beer that goes by, he starts to morphs
that
into
right?
an alter ego person. But
Alter
he's still
ego.
a good fella.
Has he got an alter ego name or just
No, I call him No Show. No Show Dale, but you know.
best on ground first night though?
Viewers, you can make it one up if you ever get to meet him. So that's
At the end of the day, I got good horses. So you must concur there.
I've had a few of them. I've had some success. It's been a joy.
Yep. Good times. That's what we do. It's been plenty of 3 a.m. Hamilton Club finishes after a good Saturday Metro win.
Yeah, that's for another episode.
That's another episode. You won't get
Poor
that.
viewers, that's for another episode.
That's it. We spoke about Ipswich Cup Day. It's going to be a great day out there on Saturday. I've got a horse, Slippin' Jimmy. Now, I've got to talk about this one. Won the Magic Millions Country Cup. What a great day that was. Cody Coles on board. It's going to take 2 kilos off.
Yep.
And that's probably my best bet when it comes to racing this weekend, Slippin' Jimmy.
Okay. Not on the quaddie leg at all?
No, it's not. It's early.
Early quaddie?
So we won't be pinning it.
Okay. Well, I think in the honour of me mate winning the $159,000 quaddie, I think we need to fashion the viewers a quaddie, probably at Ipswich.
Absolutely.
What have you got?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, it's all up
Well,
to you.
viewers, nice and simple. Stay with me. I'm a racing person. We're going to take 1, 7, 10 first leg, 8 and 12 in the second leg, nice and short. We're going to pin Warnie. Now, does Ipswich suit it? Maybe not, so that's going to be maybe an issue. And we're going to come home with the field, all right? So take that for 30%. Cost you a fortune.
Big fields. What? Yeah, there's got to be.
I'm just nice and simple, mate. I want to be back in the sheds with the field in the last and nice and skinny early. So
Yeah.
that's my strategy this week, guys. Good luck and good playing.
I'm with you. Well, lad, that's gone very quick. I think that's about a wrap.
Did we take a breath? Don't know.
I don't know. A couple of wombats over here talking a bit of shit.
Are the viewers confused? Probably.
We just don't want to be one-hit wonders. All right.
No. I'll pay for this as long as I need to because it just gets me away from the partner. So
Ooh, no.
just another day.
Another day in paradise. But that was good fun. A few laughs.
Good fun.
Hopefully, there was a little bit of intel when it comes to the punt next weekend.
Thanks to mess on each other, and that's what it's about, isn't it?
That's
25 years. We've heard it all, seen it all, but now you're getting a little taste of it. So
Hopefully, you guys can see this on all the good bookstores. When it comes to bookstores, we've got a YouTube channel. We've got some socials.
yeah, buy it for Christmas. Give it to people you
Buy it for
hate.
Christmas, we charge you now, are we?
If you like it, give it a like. If you don't like it, still like it. That's about it, I suppose. Till next week.
Love your work. All I'll say is work hard, stay humble, and good things will happen.
See you next week.